Guys, you know how we're always talking about how there's so many things to do in New Braunfels, our rivers, our parks, downtown, green, Schlitterbahn, hill country. So today we're gonna see New Braunfels like we've never seen before from the sky in a helicopter. And I'm a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, but I just saw Top Gun Maverick, so how hard can this be? Let's check it out. So just before we get started, you do have a family to go home to tonight, so you're gonna make sure we get home.
Not as of last week, so I'm feeling pretty down. Yes, there are people that care about me.
Okay, good.
Kim was telling us they had central air. Is that true?
It does.
If you roll down the window.
But like I said, this thing to be right in the middle, it'll go over your turn. There you go.
804 Lemax, around the Park, fly runway heading, climb, maintain 3000, cross runway 13 on 17, clear for takeoff. Wind now 170 at 12 gust 20.
Bravo Star, helicopter 544, Bravo Bravo. All right, so once we cross over 46, we'll pick up the Guadalupe River. Okay. All the north.
Okay, so over here, so to our left, there's a community, it's called Dower Ranch, and it's a new development. Couple state builders in there, and they're just kind of getting off the ground. Home is under $400,000, so that's super cool, especially today. And that's the east side of 35 right now that we're on. So all of these areas, it's Ian, it's like cool because you see like all of these empty, like all this empty land right now.
Yeah.
And I always say NFL, not for long, because there's going to be a new development there at some point. Especially east of 35 where there's just more available land right now.
I mean, this all used to be farmland not too long ago.
So, okay, so we're seeing one of our two rivers right now, the Guadalupe, which stretches forever, seemingly forever. And what we see here, we see a lot of private docks. We see a lot of, in the Guadalupe, we see a lot of canoeing, kayaking, fishing, swimming. It's the river life. It's river town. There's a kayak down there. Hey, Izzy, can you hang off the blade there and get that shot?
There you go. How about that?
You're killing me, dude. I mean, you're gonna go into a nosedive any second right now, and then just pull it back up like Top Gun, right?
That's it.
So, like I said, the Guadalupe just goes forever, and it adds so much value, especially value to town, really everybody, because it's an amenity. But for those people living near the river, just it adds buco value to their home. Okay, so what we're seeing right here, this is Seguin Road, and if you were to turn the opposite direction, you'd head downtown. But we are east of 35, downtown is west of 35, and Ian says that we are headed toward Fisher Park.
That should be it right here.
Right here, so there's Fisher Park to our left. Wow, looks so small from way up here. So we used to actually walk our dogs here at Fisher Park, but it's no large trees here. It's a beautiful area, but it's kind of tough to catch shade here. A lot of walking trails, biking trails, hiking trails. There's a really, I'm not sure, Izzy, if you can see that, there's a cool splash pad down there. We see that kind of green top area. Well, right in front of that, there's a splash pad. There's not much going on right now because it's still around 11 o'clock, but you can see some families down there. Fisher Park, I love it. There's fishing. Like I said, there's walking, and it's at a high point, so you'd be able to see a lot into, let's say, the New Braunfels proper into downtown, and you can see some of the city. It's about, I think it's about 1,000, 1,100 feet above ground. So you can see that splash pad there, and here are the trails down below. What I really love about New Braunfels is there's so many natural hotspots. You know, you don't have to, you can just chill. It's just so laid back here. And if you have a bad day at work or your nerves are fried, it doesn't take much to unwind here because you have the river, which moves slow, the parks, and just the people in general. Okay, so we are crossing 35. Hey, look, it's Jack in the Box.
There's Schlitterbahn right in front of us.
All right, Schlitterbahn's in front of us, and we're crossing. So we're going west of 35 right now, and if we look down directly below, that's Seguin Avenue. That's the main artery downtown New Braunfels. And this is more the Guadalupe? Or is this the Comel?
I think this is
the Comel.
Yeah.
So We are above Schlitterbahn right now, if you can see that. This is our amazing, world-famous water park. Super slides, as you can see. There's boogie boarding, there's a lazy river. There's actually tree houses you can stay in. It's really cool. If you've never been to Schlitterbahn, definitely try it out. Obviously, peak times are in the summer, and if you're going to get there and enjoy the day, maybe want to get there a little bit earlier. This is
chute.
Prince.
There's the chute right there.
Okay, this is, so right here, Izzy, right down below, that's Prince Salms Park.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's Prince Salms Park right there where the tennis courts are. So this is where, like you said, this is where people launch their tubes. And so a part of that Colmel River actually feeds into Schlitterbahn, a portion of Schlitterbahn. And it's that tube chute is super popular. Okay, this is Landa. So we are actually above Landa, and there's the golf course, the public golf course, and we have we have swimming areas as well. So this is Landa Park in all of its glory. I love this place. This is where we host most of our videos from because there's so many large trees, so even on a hot day, you'll keep shaded. It's packed on the weekends with families coming out really super early, like 8 in the morning to set up shop for barbecuing. There's swimming holes here. There is hiking trails. There's biking. You can bike here. You can obviously walk here. We have the largest underground natural springs in all of Texas, originating from this puppy here. We have Lake Landa. We have paddle boating. I love it. There's the Landa Park train, and also we just saw the golf course there too. And there's obviously playgrounds and swings and sets for kids. Really super ultra family centric. This place, which is now a apartment complex, that building, I think it used to be an electric building, is the highest point in New Braunfels, I think. I want to say that. So this is the Landmark Estates, which are apartments.
Very cool looking building.
And so look, to our left is Wurstfest, right? Yep. So Wurstfest is right there. So that is Landa Road right there. So you're going to Wurstfest there, our largest event of the year. And it's a celebration of our German heritage. Well, let's just say what it is. It's a celebration of beer and...
but newly rebuilt, right? Because it didn't burn down.
Yep, burned down a couple years ago. It's newly rebuilt and made its debut in October of 2021. And a ton of people came out. It's like we were, basically strapped in for 2 years and then allowed to come out again. So just had a lot of people out. Music, food, adult beverages. But this is a great event because it helps so many of our nonprofit communities throughout the year.
All right, here's downtown.
Downtown. And so what I love about downtown is what we're seeing right now. We're probably going to hit the circle, the traffic circle, which is very old. And I love this part about downtown New Braunfels because you have that old world charm. A lot of our buildings date all the way back to the 1800s and are converted into businesses right now, like Naglin's Bakery. There's the pickle place right next to it. That used to be a house, but many of these things were converted to businesses. Downtown, you really feel like you're in a Hallmark movie, I think, because it's that feel, right? A lot of older places, a lot of older buildings. Plus, what I really, really love about downtown is that it's a lot of all mom and pop shops, all hyper-local businesses. Downtown is a huge magnet, especially our plaza and our bandstand area for so many of our events. We have the 4th of July parade. We have the Colmel County parade. We have the Memorial Day observations, Veterans Day. We have our tree lighting, of course. So downtown is such a magnet for so many of our events. And, of course, the Civic Center, Convention Center is also downtown. It seems like there's something always going on there every weekend.
How long does it take to go from downtown New Braunfels to Canyon Lake?
Let's see here. So right now, let me get up to speed here. Probably about 5 minutes.
Wow. Okay, can you just pick us up whenever we want to go to Canyon Lake so we can make it in 5 minutes instead of 30 minutes?
Exactly. I love this area of the hill country. It's
oh, okay. So let's talk about that.
So great.
So, wow, look at all this empty hill country. Something tells me it's not going to stay like that. But one of the great things about living in New Braunfels is the views, right? You can see the ranches, you can see all these ridge views, all these trees. So if you're from an area where you're used to seeing views, maybe it's a mountain, maybe it's an ocean, and you want to copy and paste that, those type views, this is the place to do it at. And this is another calming thing about New Braunfels, right? You're looking at rivers, you're looking at parks, you're kind of walking downtown into Gruene where everything is laid back, and you're looking at this. It's like watching a fireplace, right? You're nice and calm, and your blood pressure is much lower, I'm sure. So hill country is a desired place for many people who want to move here, either build a house or buy a resale house because of the views. The topography is amazing, which lends to the views. What gets kind of tricky is that if you want to build a house that has a great view, you spend a little bit of extra money because you're paying for that topography and you're paying for that extra foundation to get flat. But people are willing to do it.
It's going to take us a little bit longer to get back. There's a heavy wind out of the south, so it's pushing us pretty good right now.
Okay. We're still safe. I've got my my seatbelt on, so I should be good, right?
Sure.
You have a parachute in the back?
Just this one for me.
Okay. We'll just hang on to you then. So this is Canyon Lake. It's about a 20, 25, 30-minute drive, depending on where you're at in New Braunfels. By helicopter, it's about 5 minutes, if that, coming from downtown New Braunfels. So Canyon Lake is like all the lakes in the state of Texas, man-made lakes. It's a very pretty lake. So what can you do at Canyon Lake, right? What can't you do at Canyon Lake? You can parasail, you can boat, you can fish, you can jet ski. We have beaches here. We have camping sites. We have parks. What's really cool about Canyon Lake too is that Canyon Lake doesn't allow any private docks, right? So your views are going to be amazing because you don't have to worry about looking at all these docks and all these parked boats. You know, how come I feel safer above the water?
Yeah, I mean, you just got a really good pilot, that's all.
Yeah, I feel safe anyway. And there are also so many of our hill country communities up in this area, the Canyon Lake area. One of my favorite is Mystic Shores. Mystic Shores is a collection of custom home builders. I've been in the river a couple times, but I've never really fully embraced it.
Yeah?
Not embraced it, but like taken it all in. You know. So Izzy, what do you think? Next week?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Like all in kayaking. So I'm hoping for like heavy rains over the weekend, so the water moves kind of quick. So right now we're actually following the path back to New Braunfels proper. I'm gonna hit Gruene and Creekside, show you what that looks like from above. But we're following 306, or we just veered off 306. 306 is one of the main, actually, how to get up to Canyon Lake. One of the ways to get up to Canyon Lake. You can also reach off 46 as well. Did you get a chance when we had that snowstorm to go up in the air or no?
Yeah, we were actually some of the only ones flying because all the major airports are shut down, but we could still land. We don't need a runway, so we were kind of helping people that, like elderly folks that are kind of trapped.
Delta's now current wind 18014, now timber 2999.
When you think about it, in this wind, I mean, we're not going super fast, but we're going about 110 miles an hour as the crow flies. But on the way up there, we're going about 130. So
okay.
if you're not having to stop at stoplights and you're going straight there, it's pretty efficient.
I know that's the Guadalupe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's the water tower. I think that marks right there.
Wow. You getting this, Izzy?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you see we're coming up on Gruene right now. Okay, so there's the Rock and R, right? That's a float place and a stop there. There's Gruene to our left, and we'll circle around so we can see all the great spots in Gruene. Gruene is our historic district in New Braunfels, and it's the other hallmark place that I call it because it's so throwback, right? Everything is older there. Everything is mom and pop. I love about Gruene is that, other than the fact that we have the oldest dance hall in the state of Texas, Gruene Hall, and it was just seeing people park in the parking lot and walk to all of these places. It really is, it makes you feel good, to see all those people in one place and having a great time. Live music, of course, in Gruene Hall and really everywhere you turn in Gruene, especially the summer. antique shops, we have hat stores, different specialty shops. Restaurants are all local. The Gristmill is a huge restaurant, and it sits above the Guadalupe River. And it's just like I said, it's, you know, there's so much nostalgia there. It's like a throwback town.
So glad they finally got that intersection done.
With the new signals and the diversions.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how you get in and out of Creekside really fast. Only by helicopter. So we're coming up on Creekside from northwest. We're coming from northwest, and we are about ready to cross 35. And we see our world famous Buc-ee's, right? I think it's one of 3 in Texas. This is the second busiest one in Texas, and if you've ever been in there, you know what it's like in there. If you've never been in there, you got to check it out. It's a convenience store on steroids. What don't they have? They have hunting stuff. They have clothing. There's home items. There's souvenirs. There's beef jerky. A whole freaking wall devoted to beef jerky. And below us right here is the new assisted living place called the Blake. Now, we are flying over right now what's going to be called Psalms Landing, and Psalms Landing is a new development. It's going to be multi-family living, but mostly it's going to be luxury shopping and specialty shops. It's going to be really cool. All of our big box stores out here, JCPenney, Target, Best Buy. So, and P.F. Chang's is coming as well.
Okay.
So that's going to be cool. We have condos coming out here as well called the Mercer, and that's going to be next to Freiheit Village, which is another shopping area in this Creekside Town Center corridor. And Freiheit Village is mostly specialty and regional shops and restaurants. But Creekside is special from where it started as a cow pasture to where it is today. Big box stores, restaurants, a lot of different living situations. Like I said, we have a 55 and older community going up. We have the assisted living. We have modern living in the condos. At Psalms Landing, we also have, there's going to be multifamily living, and there's a neighborhood called Farmhouse. They've already started on. Some of the homes are built. They're on smaller lots, single family. The only single family residences going to be in that Psalms Landing development. But really, the Creekside area, I think, is the game changer, because it's the place where, hey, we'll find a new Braunfels. We don't have to go to Austin or San Antonio to shop. We're good right here. There's also, we can see in the distance there's Resolute Hospital. So right in this whole Creekside, Psalms Landing area where all this development is going on, you have places where people can be taken care of. And of course, if you're living in the area, that's kind of important, right? We have urgent cares out here. There's credit unions. We have banks. Like I said, restaurants. Right below us is the 55 and older community. It's all rentals. No purchases, so it's going to be all rentals. There's about 182 units, and it's just about complete. So this whole area is going to be, this is Psalms Landing. You can see some of the development going on right now. Luxury shopping, specialty shops. There's going to be eventually multi-family units along this strip right here. And also, we might see another 2 hotels in Psalms Landing. We have already one in the Freiheit area.
All right, how are we looking? Good to go? All right.
So is this the point since we're done? So right below us is called Farmhouse. That's that community. It's going to be about 80 homes, so it's a smaller community. And 1-car garages, smaller lots. And I think that wraps up our trip. So is this the part where you eject us from the helicopter?
Yeah, exactly. We're out of time, sorry. And Tower Copter 4 Bravo, ready to depart Creekside inbound for base of Tower.
Tower 4 Bravo, Roger. Proceed direct to the base of Tower, landing at Palace on risk, use caution, traffic open, off 17, making left closed.
Key on risk, got traffic inside of 4 Bravo. All right, here we go. Wee.
Wow. What's that Phil Collins song? So take me home. Wow. Can we go up again? I didn't even feel that. Did we just go up or something? My eyes were closed the whole time.
All right, guys, pleasure flying with you.
Yeah,
and don't forget your headsets, and then, yeah, if you guys want to hop out, you can get a video of you taking off.
you guys think? What do you guys think of New Braunfels from about 600 feet in the air? All of our great things, our amenities, our rivers, our parks. We got the jog out to Canyon Lake. We hit Gruene. Such a great perspective, a different perspective. What do you think, guys? Do you like New Braunfels even more now? If you do, and if you plan on moving here, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.